you go there, you find them there. Facebook page, you find them there. And if you want to sponsor the program, you have to reach us through 054-866-1841. Yes. So 054-866-1841. All right. My contestants, I come back to you. This question comes with a common preamble, and I start with Fulfill Life. And so you all listen to the preamble, after which you give your answer accordingly. The preamble reads, provide the formula, that is the chemical formula, for the following polyatomic ions. Provide the chemical formula for the following polyatomic ions. So Fulfill Life, yours is nitrate ion. Nitrate ion.
NO2 minus.
No. Saint Anthony.
NO3 2 minus.
No. I think for a bonus, we give only one attempt. So you cannot be allowed to answer, please. So if you have the answer, make sure you ring your bell first. All right. So Dunwell Methodist, your question is sulfate ion. No, you need to tell me. You don't need to ring the bell.
SO4 negative.
No. All right, Saint Anthony.
SO4 2 minus.
That is correct for a point. Position the microphone well. Don't be flipping it up and down. Position it in a manner that you can speak through, both of you. All right? And let me caution you that wait for me to rule on the question before you ring your bell. If you don't do that and then you ring the bell while I have not ruled whether the answer is right or wrong, if another school should ring the bell, I'll allow that school to answer because they waited for me to rule. So make sure your hand will be on the bell. The moment I say it is wrong, then you press your bell. Is that okay with all of you? All right. So your major question, St. Anthony. Carbonate ion.
CO3 2 minus.
That is correct for 3 points. Our next set of questions also comes with a common preamble to all schools. And I read, solve the following equations. Solve the following equations. Fulfill Life. 1 on x is equal to 4 on 3x plus 1. 1 over x equal to 4 over 3x plus 1.
X is equal to 9.
Come again.
9.
No. It's been built out. Yes. For downward method, yours is 3 on 2x minus 4 is equal to 2 on x minus 1.
X is equal to -5.
I'm sorry, no. Saint Anthony.
X is equal to 5.
That is correct. St. Anthony. X on 5 plus 3 is equal to X on 3 plus 5.
X is equal to negative 15.
You are right. This, okay, so for field life, your answer was supposed to be X is equal to negative 1/3. X is equal to negative 1/3. The next question comes with a common preamble to all of us as well. And I read a preamble. For the set of all positive integers, the set of all positive integers, P is equal to X is such that X is a factor of 16. Q is equal to X is such that X is a multiple of 4. And R is equal to X is such that 11 is less than X and X is less than 16. I believe taking note of all these sets. Now, for field life, find P intersection Q. P intersection Q.
Four and 12.
No. No. Okay, you go on. Yes.
4 and 16.
No. All right. So, the next question to Dunwell Methodist. Find Q intersection R. That is correct. St. Anthony, find P intersection R. Okay, fulfill.
12.
P intersection R? No. So for fail life, your question was P intersection Q, and the answer was supposed to be 4, 8, and 16. Then St. Anthony, when you strike the intersection of P and R, you realize that there is no set. So it's a null set. Yes. So it's a null set. All right. That brings us to the end of the first round. Let's clap for them. Life Academy has 0 points. Dunwell Methodist Academy had 3 points. And Saint Anthony of Padua had 8 points. So we move on to the second round of the competition, which is the true or false session. And then here, I'll read out some statement to you. Your responsibility is to indicate whether the statement is true or false. And you must be emphatic on your answer. If it is true, you say true. If it is false, you say false. Nothing in between will be accepted. Also, here the questions are not transferable unless a school fails to answer their substantive question. In that case, the question becomes available for the other 2 schools to compete for it. And then once you ring your bell and you are given the opportunity to answer, if you answer it right, the full 3 points will be there for you. However, if you get it wrong, a penalty point will be awarded. So here, if you attempt and you get it wrong, -1. Right? Good luck to all schools. Let's begin. Starting with Dunwell Methodist. For a measured weight of an object on planet Earth, its lunar weight, when measured, will be reduced to about 1/6. True or false?
True.
You are right. Saint Anthony. For a given function defined as f of x is equal to root of x minus 2, this will not work for a value of x equal to 1 or less than 1. True or false?
True. True.
You are right. For field life, for real numbers, if x is greater than y, then it is always true that x plus m will be greater than y plus m. True or false?
False.
I'm sorry. Did you really listen to the question? If x is greater than y, x is greater than y. All right. So, Dunwell Methodist. The number of electrons present in an atom that are actively involved in a chemical reaction is determined by the number of neutrons present in that atom. True or false?
False.
You are right. Saint Anthony. It is only in covalent bonds that 2 opposite charges or 2 opposite charged ions form a bond. True or false?
False.
You are right. For field life, sodium fluoride as an ingredient in our toothpaste is a typical ionic bond. True or false?
True.
That is correct. Dunwell. If y is equal to 2x plus 5, then the gradient of this line must be negative. True or false?
False.
You are right. Saint Anthony. 7 on root 100 is less than Root 36 on 24. True or false?
False.
You are right. I've asked you to stop fidgeting with the microphone. So position it well so that you can use it throughout. Fulfilled life. Unlike a monoatomic element, a compound can be split up into new substances by chemical means. True or false?
True.
You are right. And that brings us to the end of this round. All you need to do is that you press your bell if you have the answer. And here, the fastest hand will always get the opportunity to answer the question. The moment you think you have the answer, ring the bell, and I'll give you the opportunity to answer. Here, 3 points for each question. That is when you get it right on your attempt. However, if you fail to get it right on your attempt, a penalty point will be awarded, which is -1. And then the question still becomes available for the 2 other schools to compete. And any school that gives the answer right will earn 2 points from there. However, if that school also fails to give the correct answer, -1. And the opportunity is given to the last school to give the answer. That is when we are still within time. All right? Good. And like we have been doing through, the question involves calculation. You have 30 seconds within which to give your answer. If it does not involve calculation, 10 seconds. I hope you are ready. Good luck to all of you. And let me go through my first question. What does it practically mean? What does it practically mean if we say for a typical pulley system, the mechanical advantage is 4, apart from the mechanical advantage known formulas? What does it mean? All right. So here, what it means is that the pulley multiplies the applied force by a factor of 4. That's what it means. Example, if you apply a force of 100 Newton on an object, then you are sure to get the machine working to produce 400 Newton work. You get it? That's what it means. When you say the mechanical advantage is 4, it means every effort you put in is multiplied by 4 to give you the work done. My next question. Which Swedish biologist introduced the binomial scientific naming system for? Henry?
Carolus Linnaeus.
That's correct for 3 points. My next question. Which Ghanaian engineer made significant contribution to fiber optic manufacturing and nanotechnology? All right. So the answer is Dr. Thomas Mensah. Dr. Thomas Mensah. My last question for this round. Who was the first Ghanaian to obtain a doctorate in mathematical science? Henry.
Professor Francis Alote.
That is correct. And so that brings us to the end of this round. Audience, you can do it the third round. St. Anthony has 0 points. Dunwell Methodist has 0 points. And Forfait Life had 6 points. So we come to the fourth round of the day, which is the speed test. And as I indicated earlier, the only difference here is that here you get the opportunity to sit in the comfort of your chair together with your partner to think about the question before you produce your answer. However, your fastness will save you here. A huge chunk of points is at stake over here as I walk you through 9 solid. And so all you need to do is press your bell if you have the answer. Don't hesitate. Just press the bell if you have the answer. And when you press to hold, press and hold so that you deter others from entering. All right. So here the questions are also going to be read to all of you at the same time. And your responsibility is to just press the bell to indicate your preparedness to answer the question. That's all that is required. All right. But then there is a penalty point at stake. If you get your attempt wrong, -1. And the next that is all right. My first question. A 500 Newton cart is lifted to a height of 1 meter using a 10-meter long ramp. If the worker only has to use 50 newtons of force to pull the cart, what is the mechanical advantage of this application? Oh. I think I just even talked about mechanical advantage over here. It only multiplies the effort you put in by the number of MA or the mechanical advantage that you have. Here, the cart is 500 newtons. And then only a force of 50 newtons was applied. So by dividing the 500 by the 50, you get 10, which means the mechanical advantage was 10. right? Okay. My next question. Evaluate x plus 2y all squared. X plus 2y all squared. Hey, okay. Give me your answer.
X squared plus 4xy plus 4y squared.
No. Let me continue with the question. So it's x plus 2y all squared minus 4z. When x is equal to 3, y is equal to negative 2, and z is equal to negative 4. X is 3, y is negative 2, and z is negative 4. All right. No one was able to give the answer. Did you get the answer? What was it? Speak through the mic.
15.
No. The answer is 17. 17. In a typical ecosystem, where an animal has a supply of 1,000 kilojoule of energy, it uses 50 kilojoule for growth, loses 350 kilojoules as heat, and 550 kilojoule as feces. What percentage of the energy is absorbed into the body of the animal? Saint Anthony.
10%.
No. Fulfilled.
5%.
That is correct for 2 points. Next question. Simplify root of 3 minus 2 on root of 3. Fulfilled.
Root 3 minus 2 root 3 on 3.
Come again.
Root 3 minus 2 root 3 all on 3.
No. Did Padua, did you ring your bell? It's okay, it's Dunwell.
Negative root 3 on 3.
No. No. The answer is rather root 3 on 3. I don't know where you got the negative from. Root 3 on 3. All right. Which group in the food chain will you classify the following organisms? Moss. All right, Padua.
Producer.
Okay, producer, I'll give you. It's correct. Next question. 3x to the power 32 to the power x. 32 to the power x on 2 is equal to 1. What is the value of x? Benjamin.
X equal to 2.
No. Fulfilled.
X is equal to 5.
No.
X is equal to 0.
No. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So x is equal to 1 on 5. 1 on 5. Which naturally occurring process? Hello? Hello? Which naturally naturally occurring process in humans. Oxidation of glucose into. All right, fulfilled.
Respiration.
That's correct for 3 points. Hello? Hello? Next one. I like the heat in the room. Yes. If the bearing of P from Q is 310 degrees, what is the bearing of Q? All right, Columbia,
130 degrees.
you are right. The cost C in Ghana cedis of producing a quantity yards of a certain fabric is given by the function C of x equal to 1,500 plus 3x plus 0.02x squared. Let me repeat it. The cost C in Ghana cedis of producing a quantity of yards of a certain fabric is given by the function C of x is equal to 1,500 plus 3x plus 0.02x squared, where x is equal to number of yards produced. What would be the cost of producing 10 yards? Padua.
1,532 Ghana cedis.
That is correct. So that brings us to the end of this round. Let's clap for them. They've done very well. Dunwell Methodist scored -2 points. Fulfill Life Academy had 3 points. And St. Anthony had 6 points. Yes, and before we start the last round of this contest, let me remind you of our partners for this particular competition. So we have GES or Ghana Education Service as partners. We have Ghana Library Authority. We have Ghana TV Service. And we have our sponsors. The sponsors include Novus Coconut Drink, producers of non-alcoholic beverages with coconut flavor, a very nice drink which will keep you nourishing throughout the day. We have Missionaries Academy, who are into remedial classes and vacation classes and all other online services. Then Yebiton Foods, producers of breakfast and Tom Brown and assorted cereal mixes. Yes, they are sponsoring this program. And we want to remind you that this is Smart Brain production, and it is live on our social media handles, which is YouTube, Facebook, and you can just type Smart Brain STEM quiz in all these social media handles, and you'll find us there. All our videos, our previous contests can be found there. All right. Now let's begin the last round of the contest, which is the riddle, and my favorite part of it. Now, here I'll read out some statements which are meant to provide clues for you to answer the questions. Now, these clues are numbered. And so if you're able to answer the question on the first clue, you are earning 4 points. If you answer it on the second clue, you earn 3 points. If you answer it on the third clue or any other thereafter, you are getting 2 points. However, if you attempt and you are unsuccessful, you are out of that particular riddle, and you allow the 2 other schools to compete for that riddle. You only come in when the next riddle starts. All right? Here, precision is of the essence. Give the accurate answer. If you provide a clue for another school to answer it, that's fine, so be it. But then if you don't give me the exact answer, I reserve the right not to give you the point. So make sure that even the thing is plural, you pronounce it with the S. If you leave the S out, I won't give it to you. So be specific and clear with your answer. Yes, because now a lot is at stake at this moment. 2 schools are progressing, and from the competition we are having here, it's keenly contested, and 1 point will make a difference. All right. I start with my first clue. I am known as space charge region, a key characteristic of semiconductor material. I am as effective as an insulator because I lack free charge carriers to conduct current. I am where charge carriers fulfill life.
Holes.
No. I am where charge carriers have been depleted, leaving behind ionized dopant atoms. Who am I?
PN junction.
No. Oh. The answer is depletion region or depletion layer. Yes. My next question. I am a reproductive cell, typically an oval object, produced by female animals. All right.
Oval. Oval.
No. Yes.
Ovary.
No. Ah. Just wait for me to finish the question. It's there for you. Oh. The answer is egg. So you should have waited for me to complete the question so that you get it. All right. It's a lesson, so let's move on. Someone said ovum and was wrong, so overmilk. All right. The next question. I am wholly inorganic and the hardest tissue in the right, fulfill.
Enamel.
That's correct for 4 points. Four. The next one. I'm characterized by voltage, capacity, energy density, and power density. Let me read it again. I am characterized by voltage, capacity, energy density, and power density. I am a source of electrical power. All right, Henry.
Electrical circuit.
No. Who else rank? Okay, St. Anthony.
Battery.
That's correct for 3 points. 3 points. And so that brings us to the end of this round. You've really done very well. Let's clap for them. Let's clap for them.